got a little bit. Yeah. But they really care for my life, did they? Oh man. This is Michelle. And you know those three, right? Don't you? Right there. And this is my small kid, my younger kid, my Bella, with mom at home. So I just want to clarify that. I'm not married to a dealer. No. Please don't say that. All right. This is my wife, Michelle. Look at there's another rumor going around. Okay? There are people saying that I allowed Gwen and Rachel and others that went with us yesterday to the World Card track. I allowed them to win. Okay? That's not true. I did not allow them to win. It was a fair and square competition, and they won. Okay? And I was going to talk about self-esteem today. So that's why I'm really glad that they won. Because that's going to be very good for that self-esteem. So that rumor does not exist. I did not allow them to win. Okay? It was a fair square competition. Well, why do I believe I am what I do? Why do I believe I am what I do? We're going to talk about identity today. We're going to talk about identity. Okay? Why do I believe I am what I do? Well, I have a game for you. I have a game that I call Who Am I? Are you ready to play? Yes. All right. Who am I? Did I ask you, son? No. Who am I? Joe. Okay. Who am I? Yourself. Who am I? Gladiator. That's right. Another one here. Who am I? Gangster. Who am I? A pirate. That's right. I should do this. Like, doesn't work. Who am I? Construction worker. That's right. Construction worker. I had a construction worker. This one's my favorite. Woo! Who am I? Indian. That's right. And I look good, don't I? Yeah. Why do I believe I am what I do? Because we do that all the time. You know, we come up with this idea that because I do this, then I must be this. So I wanted to really get that idea and kill it forever in your minds. You are not what you do. You do who you are. Or at least you believe you are. Maybe you are believing a lie, and that's why you're doing what you're doing. And I think the idea here is for you to really know who you are, so that way, when you do what you really are. And we're going to do this in many different ways. Who am I? Well, let's take a look at our self-image, in our self-esteem. Here's some of the natural things that we do, or we have learned how to build our identity based on. We do a lot of this because the world teaches how to do it. And here's how the world teaches how to do it. It teaches to build our self-esteem and our self-image based on the attractiveness of the physical body. And it's really easy for me to do that because, as you can see, yeah. Whoever said that, he's right. Okay? We do that all the time because we think, you know, if we get the muscles, if we do this, nothing against you, Mark. If we, you know, if we look good, if we dress good, if you know, if we use our bodies, you know, we get what we want. So we start building our self-esteem, our self-image, based on the attractiveness of our physical body. And we are selling that lie every single day through media, through commercials, through TV, through movies. stars, to all kinds of products out there. You can put this cream, and you're going to look as just as a 15-year-old when you're 90. Well, that's a lie. That's an easy one. But you get the idea. If you use this lipstick, you're going to be... Yeah. Where we go with this stuff, man? If you wear these jeans, there will be 100 girls running after you. Yeah. And we get this idea. The attractiveness of the body. And we start building out who we are. We start getting our self-worth out of stuff that we wear, out of stuff that we possess, out of things that we do to our body. And we got to kill the idea. You're not who you are based on your attractiveness of your body. Because if you are, and some of you are not as good looking as I am, you're going to have a very poor self-esteem. Yeah. We don't want that, do we? No. See? And that's why we need to stop thinking we are the things that people say we are and the things that we think we have to do to be. All right? The second thing, I got to do this. Success and failures in tests. You know, people teach us all the time. We grow up in societies. They're teaching us, you got to do this, you got to do that. If you do this, and if you get success, you know, you are going to be a winner. You are going to do this. You are going to do that. So you have to be a good worker. You have to be a good student. You have to be a good boy. You have to be a good girl. You have to be this. You have to be this. We start following up our heads with this idea that we need to do these things and achieve greatness in the eyes of the world to feel great. To feel that we are worth something. And you know, unfortunately, we grew up in even families that kind of reinforce that idea. You got to get your good grades. You got to get those things. And, wait a minute, Dave. I'm not giving you a license to get bad grades, would you? Okay? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, you know, you need to study for other reasons than what? Feeling good. Because if you are studying just to feel good, when you get a bad grade, then you're going to feel bad. And you're going to have all your self-image, all your self-worth, all your value as a human being wrap around the things that you do well and the things that you don't do well. So if you think you're not good for nothing, and then you fail or you do things, in the wrong way, and then you're going to think, man, I'm just a bum. There's nothing I can do right. That's why we can't wrap around our identity to the fact that we are what we achieve. That's not who we are. The second thing is parental attitudes towards children. The attitude of your parents towards you. Sometimes we think we are, or our parents make us feel we are. Some of you had parents that did not accept you. Some of you have parents that had rejected you. Some of you have parents that have said horrible things to you. I realize that, and I'm really sorry, and I guess, I'm absolutely right. The heart of God aches when he sees a parent doing that, because he knows what? He knows that that kid's going to be the next parent, is going to do the same thing. He knows that a cycle has been developed there, and I'm here to break that cycle. I'm here to tell you that no matter what your father said to you, or he didn't say that he should be saying, or your mother, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. You know, maybe you have great fathers here, great mothers here, that are telling you exactly what they should be telling you. And you know, I am glad for you that you have parents like that. And I think when you have parents like that, you need to develop a sensitivity of kids that do not have parents like that, and pray for them. And get involved in their lives. You have a great gift given by God, an environment that you're being nourished in the right way. As far as your self-esteem and your self-worth, you got to impart that. You got to share that with your friends. So remind yourself of that. The other thing that we do is our perception of God's attitudes towards us. It's our perception of God's attitudes towards us. What would God say to you of your life right now? conversation with you, what will you say about your life right now? And a lot of us, we base who we are based on the view of we think what's going to be God's answer to that question. Some of you might say, oh man, God was going to say some nasty things to me. Because I've been, I got to tell you, Joe, I haven't been really good lately. Some other views are going to say, oh, he's going to be very proud of me. I'm doing the right things. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm a whole lot better than, half of the kids I know. See, you are wrapping around your self-worth, your value, your identity, not to really what God, perception of you is in His attitude towards you, but what you think it is. And what you think it is, most of the time, is not aligned with the reality of what would be His attitude towards you. We're going to take a look today that God's attitude towards us is very different than what we think and what we have learned to think. Absolutely different. We're going to take a look today at what is law and what is grace. And we're going to see what grace is all about. And when we see what grace is all about, we will see the view that God has of those that He has saved. It is really totally different what we think it is. Well, the other thing that we wrap around our self-worth that we think we are because we base on that is the peer acceptance and rejection of us. We think, if I belong to this group, if those cool guys that I know that I want to hang out with, man, I'm going to be cool just like them. Some of you might think, I really need to walk with Joe because Joe is a nice guy. He's a really cool guy. He's a funny guy. Man, look at the way he walks, like a chicken. Sure. And some of you start imitating. Some of you start doing what I do, and then on the side of the note, you have a photocopy of me. And you think you're doing fine. You don't. You're living someone else's life, man. And that's not what God has planned for you. He didn't plan for you to live somebody else's life. He planned for you the life that He planned for you. That's what He planned for you. And that's where you're going to find the true meaning of life, the true self-worth that He has given to you, and the value that you have. Not what your friends think you have to do to fit in, to be what they want you to be. It's not also what they're going to reject you. Well, I have to say to you, when we are teenagers, we are mean. We are mean. We are. We don't want to believe that, but we are. We say mean things, we reject people. I mean, when we go to lunch in the high school, we sit down with our group, and then comes another person that's a new student at that school. We just don't want anything to do with it because we have a little group. And if we invite a newcomer, it's going to ruin the chemistry of that group. We don't want that to happen. That's mean. Maybe that kid is coming across the world, and he just trying to find new friends. And what we do while we're in high school, we just block them out. But if that individual that's being rejected by those groups base his self-worth, self-image, value, and what those groups are doing to him and rejecting him, well, I'm going to say to you, he's going to be a very sad little guy. Because he's wrapping around who he is, around the acceptance and rejection of his friends. I have done some very stupid things when I was a young kid because I believe I had to do it. I had to do it because if I didn't do it, they were going to reject me. Well, let me tell you how many friends of those times I hang around with them today. None. None. None of them came to my wedding. None of them even know what's going on with my life. I have some of them on Facebook. Yes, I do. And most of them says really stupid stuff on their Facebook. And I'm telling you, they have nothing to do with who I am today anymore. Why? Because I'm a totally different person. Not based on what I did, but based on what has done in me and through me. So these are some of the things that we wrap around our self-esteem, and we wanted to build our self-esteem based on. Well, I have a little game here for you again. All of us, when we go through this teenage years, we go through what we call identity crisis. Who am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be? Should I do this with my life? Should I do that with my life? What kind of girlfriend I'm going to have? What kind of boyfriend I'm going to have? Am I going to have a boyfriend anytime soon? My girlfriend anytime soon? What am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do with my life? We go bananas with this stuff. And here's what I wanted to show you. There's some people, they have no identity crisis. Like cows. You're never going to see a cow wondering what they are supposed to be. Have you seen a cow wondering if they should move or not move today? No. The 7 qualities of a cow. Let's take a look. The first quality, it says, move to everybody. They are impartial. I go there, I'm a Brazilian, you look at me, ooh. Some of you, not as good looking as I am, go there, ooh. They just move to everybody. They have no problem going. The other thing, they give us milk. Yeah. You've been drinking their milk all week long. Are they complaining? No, it's part of who they are. They are cows. They're supposed to be milk. And they share milk with the whole entire world. And they don't mind that. The other thing, the other quality of a cow, it gives fertilizer. Have you seen fertilizer? Yeah. Yesterday we were in a go-kart tracks, and the fertilizer smell came to us. Oh man, we knew that quality yesterday. Some of us start wondering, maybe that's where the smell is coming from, but that's okay. The 4th quality of a cow, it comes in different colors. Look at it. It comes in different colors. There's even ammo cows today. Why should I care? They're going to just kill me anyhow. Now, cow is fun because they know who they are. The other thing about the cow, it gives life to baby cows. Have you seen a dog come out of a cow? That would be twisted, take a look here, the difference between the way we used to live in law and the way we now live under grace. They are totally different ways of living. And I've been born, I've been transferred, I've been placed from law to grace. That's what I have been. So let's take a look here really quick. Expectation for acceptance. Okay, a lot of us, we are like those people. You need to lower your expectations. I have. I no longer expect you to get well. You know, we act that way. We expect things from people. We expect things from us. And those rules that we have, those standards that we have, that's just what messes up. Well, let's take a look here into something really interesting that maybe probably some of you never thought about. Well, first thing is that what is expectations? Expectations are equals to what? Standards. Standards. And this is the popular term that we use. We have standards. Don't we? We do. And you know, according to my standards, you can be my friend or you cannot be my friend. According to my standards, I'll act a certain way or that way. According to my standards, I'll tell you if you love me or not. We develop these standards. What are our standards? Well, the biblical term for standards is what? Law. You know, law is not just those two, you know, like tablets that Moses got, that we call the Ten Commandments, and everything else that follows after that in the book of Deuteronomy and Leviticus. No. Law is every standard that I create and generate. It's a law. And man, when we are living in Adam, we really get good at that. Because remember, the whole idea of sin is what? Adam and Eve, they decided, we don't want God's standards. We don't want our standards. We're going to define what is good, what is evil. And then someone says, well, what you think is good, not what I think is good. And then comes the third one, and what you guys think is good, I don't think is good. I have my own idea of good. Then we come up with something different now that we call what? There's no absolutely truth. Well, what is good for you is what feels right for you. What is good for me is what feels right for me. Oh, really? That's so simple. Can I kill you? Because I feel like killing you. What they're going to say. Now, if they really live by that idea, they say, well, I guess if it feels right, do it. See, it doesn't work that way. There are absolute truths. And we have to wrap our heads around that. And let me tell you something. The standards today, if you are in grace, has nothing to do with the standards that we have developed with our own relationships that we have. Well, here's some ideas. Well, the law system, it is an achieving system. Look at this. My teacher says I'm an underachiever, but I think she is an over-expecter. Why? Because I have to come up with some kind of a strategy to make me feel good if I'm not achieving what they are expecting me to achieve. And we do that. We do that with our kids. We expect them to do certain things, you know. And let me tell you something. I'm a father. I'm not a perfect guy. You know, sometimes I find myself living in this system in my house. And my kids can tell you about it. You know, sometimes I expect things from them that I'm not supposed to. I start what? Setting up standards and laws in my house, in the relationships that we need to have. And when they don't do what I expect them to do, I'll let them know about it. You know, and what? And then our relationship get really strange. Why? Because they don't like to be underachievers. So they either come up with reasoning like that, or what? They pull out their pins and say, I'm going to try harder for that. Does that work? No. It does not. We're going to take a look that we call that as a treadmill lifestyle. We're going to take a look tonight on that treadmill lifestyle. But here, we see that law is a system of achieving to get what? Acceptance out of it. Well, what does an attempting to perform the law produce? Law produces in me when I'm trying to live in the achieving system in order to be accepted. Well, here what it does. It produces pride. Right. Because if I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, what I think I'm supposed to be doing, I'm all right. Yeah. Look at me. I'm a super Christian. It produces pride. It produces what? Self-righteousness. And I did a little star there. Why? Because I want you to look at here. Righteousness is equated with acceptance. Why do we want to feel righteous? Do you know why we want to feel righteous? Well, better, right? Because we want to be all right, to be loved by other people. Because if we don't feel all right, we're going to say, man, just nobody can love me because I just don't feel all right. And that's why we develop what we call self-righteousness. Well, open up your Bibles to Philippians 3:6. Philippians 3:6. Let's read it together. Well, we can't because we all have different versions. But I read it in unison. Philippians 3:6. Let's take a look what it says there. Verse 6 of Philippians chapter 3 says, concerning zeal, persecuting the church, concerning the righteousness which is in law, blameless. Know who life is this? Paul's life. Life that he used to live according to the law. And he says, man, I was at it. I had it all together. I was doing all the things I was supposed to be doing. I was going to church. I was reading my Bible. I was praying to God. I was, a couple weeks ago, I went to an apartment that my brother-in-law paints. In that apartment, the guy that used to live there forgot to charge a sketch for prayer. He was a Muslim. You know how I knew? Because every 5 minutes, it said for him to pray. And he started what? He started with the sunshine and then ended with the sundown. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night. And that guy was praying every 5 minutes. Does that guy has zeal? Oh, yes, he does. He does have zeal. But I guarantee you that he's still struggling with if he's accepted or not by God. Why? Because God's not going to accept that system. That system is rotten. The only reason God gave the law, or gave us law, is to intensify in me and you the feeling that we're not all right. That's right. When God says, if you don't do this, I'll do this, He wants you to feel that you're not all right. And there's no way you're going to be all right unless you change from that system to something else. And that's the other second thing that attempting to perform the law will produce guilt and condemnation for those who cannot perform it. If I cannot perform it, I'm going to say, man, I'm just a troublemaker. I'm just going to quit this whole Christianity thing altogether. It's just not for me. I can't do it. You know, this guy can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not as spiritual as you are. Some of you use the term, I'm weak in faith. What in the world is that? I'm weak in the faith. I mean, you either have faith or you don't have faith. Figure this out with me. Okay? If you decide to take a cup of coffee, okay, and you believe that you like a cup of coffee, what do you got to do? You got to pick up that coffee and drink. How much faith was necessary? You believe. That's all it was necessary for you to do. Not a quantity of faith. Is that you believe it or not. Nothing to do with weak or strong faith. Well, expectations for acceptance. Remember that I talked to you about treadmill? This is the treadmill that we put ourselves and other people in. You know, you have it here, life in Adam. So when you're trying to live your life like you still are in Adam, dead, condemned, okay, a sinner, well, that's how you feel about your mother's expectations. Well, let's see that your grades are not measuring up. So she gives you a 5. Well, at least you think, in her view, you are a 5 as far as your grades. Well, as far as obedience goes, you're a little lower, man. You're just a 4. Well, then he goes to family. Family embarrassments. Have you done anything lately that embarrassed your family? No? Oh, lots of them, huh? based on looks, how do you think you measure up to your mom's standards? Well, and she likes to compare you to your little brother, and to your little sister. And John is always better than you. And that's why you pray every night, God, please give me patience, because if you give me strength, I'll kill my brother. Feelings. How are you so far? When you come, because you need to talk about your feelings, and she says, oh, I don't have time for that. How are you doing? And then you can do that exercise with you that. The same way. How do you measure me up? You know why do I do that? I do that because you need to look, that sometimes if we try to do this, live like we're still like an Adam, and we're still like in this legalistic system, we're always going to feel inadequate. We're always going to feel that we are not measuring up. Because we are what? We are establishing expectations to be accepted. And this is just a lost system. You have developed these standards, and you think they have their standards, and you think you have your standards. And we start living these standards. And you can do that with your mom too. My mother never let me do anything. Don't you say that? Oh, my mother. Oh. Yeah. We do that. What is that? Loss. Some of you have been enjoying having dinner with. Some others of you I have not. And let me tell you why. I sit down with you at the table. And I'm not eating my food and I'm enjoying that food. And then comes you. I hate this. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I don't like that either. Oh, that's so nasty. How can you eat that? What is that? Systems. Legalistic systems, standards. You put it in your mind and you become so negative that you don't even notice anymore. Why? Because you are basing who you are in what? In your likes and dislikes and the things that people told you that you should like and you should dislike. You are buying into the system, dude. And you gotta get rid of that. There's nothing such a thing as a system. Expectations. How about according to your own expectations? How do these people, measure up? Because we do that too. Remember what I told you? Maybe your mother to you is a two. She's always, picking on you. She's always telling you what to do, what to wear, what to go to sleep, what to eat, when to take a shower, because otherwise we couldn't stand you. And then you have your dad. Oh, your dad's not home. He just passes. He just do things. Or maybe, your dad left your house. And then your mother has had a hard work to tell you and to raise you and tell you all the things that you don't like to hear. And then dad comes and gives you a new iPhone. And you think that is so cool. Yeah, we do that. Why? Because we set standards. The other thing we do is siblings. Oh, I don't like my sibling. How about God? I don't think God measures up to my standards. He's not around when I most needed him. Well, how about, when you get married or dating? A person, they can fluctuate in that scale according to, what you expect out of them. If they're not doing the things that you expect out of a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they're just not good any longer. See how twisted this thing is, man? This is really twisted. Then you have self there. According to your standards, how you measure out to yourself. If you live out of here, if you live, like you are a cow, well, you're going to act and feel like a cow. You need to understand that you're not here anymore. You've been what? You've been transferred. You have a new life. You have a new you. That's what you need to do. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank for the marvelous work that you have done in our lives, and we just praise the Lord for everything that you have done. May you bring us back together here tonight for us to see what you have done to us and how are we supposed to base, and what are we supposed to base our identity. Not in ourselves, not in the standards of people in the world, not in our own standards, not in the standards we think you have over us,